Welcome to my channel. I'm here to give you 5 signs on why you are a chosen one, okay? So, I will be looking down at my notepad because I do have a list here and I want to stay on topic. All right, so let's get right into it. So, sign number 1. You don't fit in. You don't fit in with anyone really. Like you don't fit in with a particular group. I would say as a young person in the school, the school times, you just didn't fit in with anybody, like people were very different than you. You were very different than them. Some of you guys bounced around from, group to group trying to find the people that resonate with you, and you just never could completely feel like you fit in with anybody. Um, some of you guys weren't that good in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, the school system is training you to be a part of this matrix, and some of you guys just didn't click well with that system. Some of you guys ditched a lot. Some of you guys just didn't make good grades all the time. That's just some of you guys. That's not a huge sign of a chosen one, but it could be one of the signs. Um, you just never fit in. Like, and even as a growing adult, it's just hard to find a group of friends that resonate with you. Um, People like to talk about very low vibrational things, like celebrity gossip, you know, just dumb stuff that you really don't have any interest in. And you want to have deep conversations about things that are weird, that are different. And if you were to try to have conversations with these people, they'll definitely look at you like you crazy. Okay, they'll look at you like you crazy if you try to have conversations about certain things with certain people. They would call you crazy, weird. You just don't fit in with them. And it kind of sucks, because you want to feel accepted in a group. You want to feel a part of the team, but even it just don't work out. Even if you do have like a clique of friends, eventually it falls apart because there's many layers and reasons on why that type of shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, your energy is just off the wall that people have no choice but to end up not liking you. It just happens. You're just too real for a lot of people, and a lot of people live in this fake facade. um, and they're very intimidated by you and the things you say. Your presence is very intimidating. um, because most of these people are living in this fake delusion, and they're not real with themselves and they're not real with people around them. So when you come around with the realness, they're like, oh shit, like, they don't know what to do. But that's why you intimidate them as well. Let's see. Also, you could be the black sheep of your family. That's also correlating with sign number 1. You don't fit in with them. Like, again, a lot of the family members are in this fake facade too. They're all caught up in the matrix, caught up in the zone, and they just don't understand life. They don't understand certain things, and they expect you to conform to the things that they believe in, the things that they do, and you don't. You're different. You have your own mind, and you feel like you don't need to conform to them, and you shouldn't. You should always be yourself at any cost. Don't just try to conform to them to make them happy and you're unhappy. Because what matters is you're the chosen one. You have a job to do, and that is not following after these followers. Okay. um yeah, you just feel like outcasted, with family members and things like that. You just don't fit in with them either. And it's just like, damn, who do I fit in with? You fit in with other chosen ones, okay? You just got to find them. They're not that hard. They're not easy to find, because there's not that many, but Hey, that's why we're on the internet. We could connect that way. So let's move on. Sign number 2. You question religion. So, oh, excuse me, y'all. So even if it's not just religion you just question everything. Okay? You don't just sit there and believe whatever people want to tell you because they're telling you it. You ask why. Like, why is this happening? Why are they saying this? Why are they saying that? Like, you want to know the depths and the inner parts of everything that is thrown to you. You just don't take shit that don't make sense, right? You dig deeper. And I said religion because that is one of the things that a lot of families sometimes are deeply into. And if you're not in the religion that they're in, they'll shun you, they'll outcast you because you don't believe in the same things that they believe in. And they just don't understand. That's mainly the reason. They don't understand why you're doing certain things, so they don't care to research. They're too busy just being fed whatever they're being fed, and they take it. So that's just crazy to me. It could be crazy to you too. Like, how you just take stuff that people give you and you don't question it, but a lot of people do, right? But like I said, yes, you question religion because for instance, with Christianity, you're not supposed to question it. You're just supposed to just listen, believe, and have faith. You know what I'm saying? And some of you guys, I don't know you guys' religious views, and I'm not talking down on Christianity if that's something you believe in. I don't personally believe in that, but hey, we all believe in different things, and you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. But I was just using that for an example. Um, People you're told not to question it. You're not supposed to question the word. You're not supposed to question any of that. But chosen ones definitely question. They wonder why. Like, does this make any sense to me? And you're trying to connect the dots and understand why you're being fed this. And hey, that's a part of it. Your mind is always going. You're always thinking between things, why things are this way, why things are that way. It's never simple. It's never simple. Like, it's tiring sometimes, all the stuff that goes on in your brain and all the thoughts that you have. But you are a smart person, so you know what it takes to use that brain of yours and how intricate it is. Because it is. All right, let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is people stare at you a lot. Okay, you go in public, people are staring at you crazy. It's uncomfortable. you know they act different. They want to talk to you. Some people want to like just come up to you and just start talking to you, about themselves or just life. They just talking and stuff. You're just like, why are they okay? Myself, I'm introverted. So sometimes I don't like when people stare at me. One, and I don't really like to converse to random people. Sometimes I feel cool with it. Sometimes I don't. But it just happens. As being a chosen one, it just happens. Even if you're not comfortable with it, it's gonna happen. So just you notice that people stare at you. They're always looking at you. And yeah, it is uncomfortable. That's because you have, an energy when you walk in the room. Like, they could feel this energy coming off of you that they never felt before. They're like, what the hell is that? So they have to look and see, like, who is this coming through? Who is that person? So they're very curious because you have a certain light, you have a certain energy that you have when you walk in the door. So I don't like it. I actually hate it. Okay, but it's part of it. So it's just something you got to deal with. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on to number 4. We just going through these, ain't we? So we're gonna move through number 4. So number 4 is jealousy. You run into a lot of people that are jealous. Like, for instance, if you have a friend group, they're always trying to compete with you. They're always trying to one up you. They're always, talking behind your back because your energy is so powerful that they're afraid to talk shit to your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're very likely to do things like that. Um, for instance, like on social media, you could have, followings, but people don't like to show that they support you. They'll rather just quietly support you and watch you on there too. It's like a gang stalking type of thing. You get watched when you go out in public, then you get double watched when you're on social media. So you're just watched everywhere. Everywhere you're being watched, okay? They might not, want to show themselves that they're watching you, but you can find ways to figure out who's watching you. You know, though, for instance, if you post things, they won't comment or like your posts or stuff like that. But if you put up a story, you'll see them. You'll see them with the little googly eyes, at every single story, but they don't say nothing else. People like that. And just people are just jealous of your light again. Like, they don't have that, okay? They don't have the strong mind that you have, that you're able to think differently than others. So they're intimidated, they're jealous. It's just like a lot of things at once, and that could cause isolation. Excuse me. Man. That can cause isolation because, people be acting weird. People be acting weird as hell, and you just don't have time to tolerate the bullshit, right? Like, people just like, it's just too much sometimes, and it's just best. Sometimes it's just best to just be by yourself and deal with your own energy than having to weed out and think about why are these motherfuckers acting this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have energy to waste on people that really don't matter, right? So let me see. Yeah, like, they admire you, but they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that they admire you, that you inspire them. They don't want you to know that. They'd rather go into the little tower and watch you from there and critique you, figure out if you got any downfalls, try to, analyze the crap out of you to see if there's any downfalls that they could heckle about. You know what I'm saying? But they really need to be paying attention to themselves and figuring out how to better themselves and stop and learn how to be not a follower. That's what they need to do. But instead, they want to watch The Chosen One and, try to see why they're so awesome, right? Let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Oh, yes. And let's add on to this. So, if you have friends and things like that, they also will downplay your success. If you tell them certain things, they'll just, brush it off. But deep down, they're just like, wow, they're inspired. But they don't want to tell you that. And that's just weird. Like, how old are we, right? How old are we? Let's move on to number 5, though. Number 5 is your empath, okay? So, being empath, my experience, so I could definitely feel people's feelings like they're my own. Some of you guys experience that. If you're talking to somebody, even if you're not even talking to them, if you're just around someone's energy long enough, you'll be able to feel that energy that they're in, whether it be good, whether it be bad. You can just feel it. There's different levels of empaths, so you got to figure out which type of empath you are. But that's the type of empath I am. Like, I be going, like, when I was going out, partying and things like that, ended up at after parties and things, I end up in the corner talking to multiple, different people, one person at a time, sitting here trying to straighten their life out because I feel their pain, and I'm just over there like explaining to them what I feel, and they're just like in shock because I'm so on point. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that shit. Like I feel it. And it's not always good. I had to learn how to differentiate my energy compared to other people's energy because I didn't know at first. I used to confuse their energy with my energy, and I'm like, why do I feel like this? Is it? But it's not me. It's this other person in the room. You know what I'm saying? So, at some after parties, you could find me in the corner talking to somebody about their energy, or talking about some past stuff they've been through, or it's kind of like a therapy session in a way. But I mean, I can't help it sometimes, and also, when I'm in that space, I'm friendly as hell. So it's a lot differently than when I'm sober. But anyway, that's another video for another time, right? But yes, um, most of you guys are empaths. That's sign number 5. You will attract narcissists. Just saying, be careful, okay? Because you know that is that is a whole situation. They'll paint you out to be this whole different type of person than what you really are, and I'm thinking about indulging in making some videos about that as well. But you just gotta watch out for your energy, protect your energy, because there's people like narcissists out there who are out there to suck that shit up. Your energy is like gold, okay? And they will suck you dry if you let them, right? So I'm just gonna leave it at 5 signs right now. Maybe later I'll make another video with more signs, and we could talk about the chosen ones and different topics as well. If you do like this video, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we're gonna talk more about chosen ones, because I know it's something that I'm supposed to talk about. I just been holding back and not doing it, but tonight I just decided to do it. So here I am. So yeah, so let's go over them again really quick. So you never fit in, black sheep of the family, you question everything, people stare at you weird, jealous people who don't people admire you but they act like they don't, fake people. You're an empath. You feel people's feelings, or you're very great at being empathetic to people. You're like a great listener, and yeah. So that's what we're gonna leave it at. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, afternoon, morning, whenever you watch this video, and thank you for watching. Bye.